Welcome back. San Jose, number 23. Now, it might surprise some that they're not lower, but keep in mind that at the time this channel started, 2017-2018, as well as 2018-2019, the Sharks were pretty good. And you can see that in the chart here, how it starts out really, really strong and then just sort of, nope. And they've made some interesting decisions over the years. Doug Wilson made some interesting decisions over the years. And at this point in time, the San Jose Sharks, definitely a team that's been trending down for a while. You look at it, the first year that I was doing power rankings every week, the average was 14.73. It went up to 7.36 in 2018-2019. And then precipitous drop off to 24.7 the following year, 24.13. 20.85, so a bit of a rise in 2021-2022 before dropping back down. 28.73 last season, and this year they're averaging 31.27. So their average is right around the bottom, which they've had 9 times already in the power rankings this season at the time I'm recording this. So 18 times they've been in the top row, 30 times in the second row, 42 times in the third row, and in the bottom row, 67 times in the power rankings. So it's been a mixed bag. Their average 20.89, and again, if you look at it, you can see that it's right been near the bottom for a while now. So their top scorer over this time period between 2017-18 and now, Tomas Hertl, 462 games, 159 goals, 201 assists, 360 points. I had some concern that I'm going to be recording these over multiple days and that these numbers at the time that the channel that the videos goes live on the channel won't be 100% accurate, but I don't really care. It's not going to change that much in a week, so I'm not going to really trouble myself about it. Martin Jones will still be the top goaltender wins-wise, 98, 75, and 17. And my favorite thing about it, his save percentage, 902. So he does have a save percentage above 900 in San Jose during the time of this channel's existence. Their last playoff appearance being 2019, and since then, there hasn't been a lot of joy in San Jose land when it comes to playoffs. Their points percentage sitting at 478 over this time period, 25th overall. So again, the number 23 and the overall points percentage 25, it still shows that, yeah, that's about right. And on this week's power rankings, they were 31st. So while San Jose's had decent results lately, the interesting thing being, at the time I'm recording this, they're above 31st. So who knows, right? But for San Jose, their fans, I think, are being patient, and they're probably going to require a lot more. That's why the need I have up there is patience, and they kind of need a little bit of everything. Like you've got Blackwood, you've got Kakinen in net. Maybe Corona's going to become an NHL goaltender, but they need top prospects at every position. Obviously, they drafted Will Smith this past draft. He projects to be a very good NHL forward, but they're going to need more. San Jose's rebuild really it's something that should have started back in 2019-2020, and they resisted it. And when a team resists going into a rebuild, it can make that rebuild a little more painful because it takes longer for them to officially admit they need the rebuild. And sometimes teams don't. Vancouver never did admit they needed a rebuild, and they never really bothered with it. So San Jose at this point in a full rebuild. The question then becomes one of, so does Couture stay at the deadline? Does he want to stay long term? Like, there's some question marks out there. For the San Jose Sharks, the highest they've been on a power rankings, 2018-2019, they were second. So they've never been first, which kind of surprised me looking at the rankings going back as far as 2017. And some teams have never been first on the power rankings. That's crazy to me. It feels like over that period of time, any team should have been in a position to be first overall in the power rankings, but in San Jose's case, that has not taken place. So I'll be down in California when this posts, and hopefully people in California don't get all mad that the California teams are on the lower end of things looking over the entire existence of the channel, but they shouldn't be. San Jose, it reflects where they've been in the standings over the last few years. It will be nice to see them get better when it does happen, but it could be a while. The question of whether or not the team they currently have might be the worst during the salary cap era, it's valid. You look at that roster from top to bottom, but they work hard, and as long as they're working hard, they're going to get their share of wins. That should reflect in a little bit of a jump up in the overall rankings, where you can see right here just that little bit of an uptick right there at the very end. So maybe they get more of an uptick as the season goes along, but Those glory days back 5-6 years ago, those are gone at this point, and it shows just how long I've been doing this, which kind of throws me off a little bit. I know for my wife and I both, in putting this together and her putting together the sheets, which I again thank Max for sending all the stats in, because I don't track it. Basically, I have a book where I track week to week for one season, and then I don't do anything with that information after. So I do think that the San Jose Sharks will be returning to the playoff contention realm, just not this year and probably not next year either. But it does feel like that market kind of has the patience. I want to say, too, while we're talking about San Jose, I still think the lights on the seats there that blink and flash, they really call attention to how empty a lot of those seats are. And it makes me sad on some level. And yet, at the time this channel started out, I didn't like San Jose. So it shows that things change. I was thinking about that just today. I don't really hate any of the teams in the NHL anymore, and it feels weird to say it, but it's there. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you haven't done so far. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.